Hello guys, what is up? This is GalacticElliot. Welcome you guys to the National Pokemon Association, aka the NPA. Your Chiago Cubchoos are coming through 4-3, going against the 5-2 Dallas Staraptors, coached by TheBeastPokeBaller, aka my good pal Luke. Guys, please do me the favor of checking his channel out. Link is down below. He's freaking awesome, one of my good pals, and he is also part of the Blue Division like me. So this is going to be one of the craziest battles of the season, and I hate to go into battles looking all pessimistic, but looking at his team, he has a very, very great squad. And eventually, one day, I'm going to have, the whole entire, predicted team on my layout, kind of like what A-Drive does. But for now, I guess for the rest of the season, I would say, or maybe until the playoffs, I'm going to have it to where it's like this. Whereas I kind of only have my layout, and then I have the logo right above my head, which, is cool. It's whatever. It's how we're going to do things ourselves, and, it's our little niche type of stuff. So, yeah. The team that he, has in general is, has to do with Bisharp, Magnezone, Donphan, Cofagrigus, Credilli, Magmortar, Mega Medicham, Galvantula, Gastrodon, Xatu, and Garbodor. Or Garbodor, or however you want to pronounce it. It sounds like Garvador whenever you say it, or Garvador, but whatever. It's the same as I think twice. But yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm pretty damn nervous, but I'm just ready to go into the battle, guys. I am just ready to possibly sink my streak. I'm just ready to sink my season, starting off, 3-1 and whatnot, going down to being 4-3. I don't know, man. We're gonna try to see what we can do. I'm bringing Vaporeon, Medicham, Mega Venusaur, Mismagius, Arcanine, and Mamoswine. So we're bringing Mismagius back to back after never bringing it before. So that's pretty damn cool. I just told my friend Luke, good luck to you. And yeah, the team that I'm predicting him to bring is gonna be Bisharp, Cofagrigus, Credilli, Magmortar, Mega Medicham, and Galvantula. Now the team that he can bring the Gastrodon. If he can bring, Donphan. It really depends on what he really wants to bring. I think it's either going to be Donphan or Credilli that he's going to bring. Though between those two. Other than that, I think the team that I kind of said it's probably going to be the team he's going to bring. Otherwise, I'm in quite good shape. I think the two things that he'll definitely bring would be Mega Medicham and Bisharp. And he would be so not to bring in the Magmortar because of how good of a coverage it has. So, without further ado, I am very nervous, and I feel like I'm going to puke out my lungs, but let's not do that on camera. That's not a good thing. Let's not do that at all, actually. Let's get right into the battle, and like I said, go check out my boy Luke. He's freaking awesome. One of my good pals. So, yeah, we get through, and he has, okay, Bisharp, Gastrodon, Mega Medicham, Cofagrigus, Credilli, and Magmortar. So, he does not bring the Galvantula, which is actually very nice. So he does not bring the Galvantula, so no Sticky Ios for him. I'm actually very surprised he didn't bring that, because he knows I'd like to bring my Scarf Medicham and whatnot. And seeing as though he can pretty much lower the speed of my team, and not bring that is really cool. Also, we are running Freeze Dry on our Mamoswine, so we are bringing some special attackers and whatnot, and yeah, this is gonna be an insane battle, guys, and honestly, it can go either way. I really can't say anything else. So, Bisharp, Gastrodon, Mega Medicham, Cofagrigus, Magmortar, and Credilli. Let's just take a screenshot of that team real quick, and I think our best lead will definitely have to be the Mega Venusaur. I think that's pretty much the only thing we can really lead off with, and it's a very situational battle, guys, depending on what he does, depending on what I do. It really just depends on it really just depends on our actions and how this battle will go. I mean, I think he pretty much has the upper hand. Like I said, I don't like to be pessimistic, but it's just kind of me being a realist and whatnot, and we'll see how things go. So I'm gonna click confirm, and we're gonna get right onto the battle. So yeah, Galvantula not coming by is quite the sign of relief, if I do say so myself. Now, Gastrodon could be annoying. I do have the freeze dry for it, so that's pretty nice. So yeah. Oh man, I am just going crazy. So it brings on the Maze, which is actually going to be the Mega Medicham lead. Wow. Okay, so he's starting out with the fire, well, the fighting, but still, that is a terrible lead for us because we start off with Mega Venusaur. But that's the end of the time. What else am I expecting to happen? So over here, I can go out into Arcanine, or I can go straight out into Vaporeon. Now he's probably gonna go straight off for the Psycho Cut, Zen Headbutt, or the Fake Out. Depending on what he has, it's either gonna be Psycho Cut or Zen Headbutt. I can go either into my Arcanine, or I can go right into Vaporeon. Part of me does want to go right into Vaporeon because, well, I am defensive, and I can get a Skull Burn. So I'm going to go straight into Vaporeon. Normally, I would probably go into Arcanine, but this thing can two-shot that thing, and I don't really want to get rid of Arcanine right away. But Vaporeon is also very, very, very important. So he does Mega on the first turn. So shout out to Luke for doing that. And, you know, he's probably just going to go straight for the Fake Out, to be honest. Zen Headbutt right away. So we see Zen Headbutt, no Psycho Cut. That does way more damage than I like it to do. Unfortunately, we do not have to protect either, which really sucks. And part of me already is regretting going right out into Vaporeon, which is just beautiful. Oh, man. Alright, so I think me surviving this comes down to a roll. And, you know, I should have just gone to Arcanine, to be honest. I should have just gone to Arcanine, to be honest. But, we're going to go straight for the Skull over here. He's going for the Thunder Punch. So he has Thunder Punch. Wow. Man, he already starts off, like, at the exclamation point, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. So we're going to go right into Arcanine over here. We're going to get the Intimidate. I should have just gone right into that. What am I thinking, bro? What am I thinking? I should have just gone right out into this thing. Wow, okay, I really did not think that through. I'm really not doing well the past few weeks. This is the reason I'm not thinking out my moves. I'm really just not thinking out my turns. You see, that was a mismatch already. He's going to go straight out probably into Credilli. And we go for the Will-O-Wisp play. He's going to go out to Gastrodon. And we do get the Will-O-Wisp buff, but not really matters. But yeah, we're going to see leftovers on this thing more than likely. And we just got to rebound back, guys. We cannot be thinking down. That's the worst thing we can possibly do. We cannot have a down spiral over here. And, you know, the fact that he already got rid of Vaporeon really sucks. That really, really, really sucks. I really should have just gone straight out into Arcanine. That really, really sucks, but like I said, man, we can't do much about it. We cannot frown down on our moves. We just gotta keep on going. We gotta have a smile on our faces, and I gotta just keep up the optimism right here. So Scalds can burn us over here, which would really suck, and no burn on his side. Okay, cool. So we see Scald on the first turn. We see the leftovers. He's burned. So leftovers and the Scalds. Okay, cool. So, I think there's no way he's going to stay in. There's pretty much no way he's going to stay in, unless he wants to go for an Ice Beam, but that's going to be, you know, discredited. Now, part of me just wants to go straight for the EQ, predicting the Magmortar to come out, or I can go straight for the Sleep Powder. Now, he probably does have Viral Spirit, so he's probably going to want to bring out Magmortar over here. And with that being said, I think I'm just going to go straight for the Earthquake. We're going to get the Mega off to get the defense boosted, and we're just going to go straight for the EQ. I really just don't see the reason of Gastrodon staying in. So he's going to switch out, which is awesome. And he's going to go to Krakatoa, which is the Magmortar. Okay, cool. So we start with the EQ. Going to try to get some momentum back and see how things roll with that. Now, obviously, I'm not going to stay in for the next turn. And the thing with this thing is that it has so much versatility, like I mentioned before. It has just so many moves that you can use. Definitely has a Psychic coverage, which is going to suck a lot. So, Psychic, Thunderbolts, Fire Blast, Focus Blast. So that's probably what he's going to be running, and that really, really sucks, because I really don't have much to do against this thing. I'm probably just going to go out into my Arcanine over here. That's definitely the best thing I can really do. I was going to run a Flash Fire, but seeing as that, you know, the Medicham is around, I should have just gone to Medicham the first turn. Like, I'm so upset that I didn't do that. The reason why I'm running Intimidate is just because of the Medicham, and I didn't think about the turn, man. I didn't think about it, like, more than, like, once. So he does show the Psychic, pretty obvious, and it's going to do some damage. And he is a Life Orb, okay. So he's a Life Orb. So he's a Life Orb Magmortar. Part of me wishes I had the Zen Headbutt. I was actually expecting a Assault Vest. So we see Life Orb Psychic. Okay, I think I gotta go for these speed, honestly. There's really no reason to go in for Morning Sun. I'm just gonna go for these speed and just kill this thing off. He's gonna switch out, okay. I could have just Willowed on that turn, but that's just me predicting switches, which I cannot rely on that much. And anyways, he goes into this thing, so it's good that we're getting some damage off rather than none. And yeah. I could have gone for the Morning Sun. That probably would have been a way better turn, but that's fine. He still does have the Credo in the back, which sucks, but whatever. Yeah, we're just going to have to switch right back out into Venusaur over here. And, you know, not having our Vaporeon with Heal Bell really sucks. Really, really sucks. Part of me really does want to go out into Mismagius because I am such a defensive, but that's really just not worth it. I think we just gotta take the risk of us getting fucked over. Fucked over by, you know, by Skull Burn if it ends up happening. He's gonna double out over here. Okay, so he's gonna double out, which is completely cool with me. He's gonna go into Maymay's right again. Okay. And that basically forces me to want to go straight out into Arcanine. Well played, Luke. Well played. Good double. And Arcanine's gonna take the Zen Headbutt, and it's not gonna take it nicely at all. Now, if he's smart, I would probably go for the Fake Out over here and then go for Zen Headbutt. Either way, it doesn't matter that much. We're gonna get intimidated off, which is nice and whatnot, but I don't think it's really gonna matter unless he misses that Headbutt. He's gonna go for Sub. Substitute. Wow. Sub Mega Medicham. That's interesting. So he doesn't have much coverage, but he has enough to where it, you know, it kind of doesn't really matter too much. Now I'm gonna go straight for the Morning Sun. Although I should probably want to break this thing. I am running the Rocky Helmet, so that's nice. He's gonna go for Drain Punch. Okay. So yeah, like I gotta just get rid of the sub at this point. He's just chilling under that sub, so Drain Punch is his last move. Yeah, we're just gonna Morning Sun over here. I have a feeling that E-Speed's definitely gonna get rid of the sub though, so I'm probably just gonna go for the E-Speed. Well, I don't know, man. I don't even know. I really wish he wasn't under a sub right now. If he's running some defense investment to live in E-Speed, then I'm kind of scared. That's the problem. Yeah. Man, I really want to go for E-Speeder over here, but I have no idea how much it would do. If he has defensive investment, then I'm kind of fucked, because he can be running, you know, max attack, some defense, and some speed. You never know, man. You never know what Luke has up his sleeves, or Taves has up his sleeves as his freaking assistant coach, man. We're going to have to go straight for the Flare Blitz, though. He's staying out his turn over here. He's going to go for Zen Headbutt. And he does land his Zen Headbutt. If this thing flinches, I'm screwed. He's not going to get any sort of HP back, but he does not flinch us. Okay. What? Communication failure. Oh, no. Alright, looks like we're going to have to replay some turns, guys. I'll see y'all in a bit, I guess. That kind of sucks, but yeah. See y'all in a bit. Okay, so we are back. Now, he didn't flinch me on this turn, so I'm hoping that he doesn't flinch me or that Zen Headbutt doesn't miss over here. We actually didn't really think that through, so we gotta kind of hope, otherwise we have to restart this battle. Okay, so far so good. So he takes the flinch, not the flinch damage, but the recoil damage, and then Flare Blitz hits. Okay, cool. So we are back on track, and one thing I realized from Luke's team is that he, well, not Luke's team, but like the thing that I realized with his Medicham is that he doesn't have any priority on this Medicham. His moveset: Zen Headbutt, Thunder Punch, Substitute, and Drain Punch, which is really good because now he doesn't have the fake out, he doesn't have the Bullet Punch. That's actually very nice for us to know. Over here is the prediction as to whether he's going to go for Zen Headbutt or he's going to go for the Drain Punch. And honestly, I think he's going to go for the Drain Punch. I don't want to risk anything, though, and I'm just going to go straight for the E-Speed just to get as much damage off as possible. I think that's the most important thing I can do, and we're just going to go straight for the E-Speed because we know he doesn't have any priority, and Bullet Punch wouldn't do shit to us anyways, and yeah, he's going to go for Drain Punch. I could have predicted that, made the switch, very aggressive switch, but at this point we're just going to let our, Arcanine go down. And over here, I think I have to make the move out and go into Mismagius. Mismagius is going to get tons of damage off on anything that may want to come in. Or I can go out into my... Nah, I definitely don't go into Medicham over here because Medicham's just going to get walled by Cough. So we're going to go straight out into Mismagius. And so far there are no hazards on the field, and that's the way I like it. So we can go straight for the Shadow Ball, or we can go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. He has no priority. I doubt he's gonna stay in. He's probably just gonna go straight into Credilli. That's probably what he's gonna do. And I can go straight for the Willow, or I can just get some damage off on the Credilli in general. Credilli is gonna be good for getting up the Stealth Rocks and whatnot, but I really can't do much about it because, well, yeah, I can make the double and got into Medicham over here, and I may have to do that. Unless he wants to stay in for whatever reason, or just get as much damage off him as possible. But part of me kind of just wants to make a gutsy play over here and go straight out into Medicham of the Medicham of my own. But he's not stupid enough. He's switching out into Credilli 100%. I'm gonna go straight out into Medicham of my own, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Now, if he stayed in and went for Zen Headbutt, then fuck my life. But he's definitely not gonna do that. There's no way. Good. Okay, so he's gonna switch out, and he's gonna go out into Krakatoa. So he's gonna go right back out into, he's gonna go right back out into this thing. And at this point, I'm just gonna go straight for the Drain Punch. To be honest, there's no reason not to go for anything else. And yeah, he's not gonna outspeed unless he has like a Mach Punch. If he's like a, you know, if he's like a mixed set. So I think at this point he's just gonna let this thing die, which is a huge threat lifted. Now if he has Flame Body and I get burned, then I'm gonna fucking yell like so loudly right now. Please no burn if he has Flame Body. I think he's gonna run Vital Spirit though. Thank God. Okay, good. So Magmortar is dead. Just gonna write down that Medicham kills Magmortar with Drain Punch. Okay, so at this point he's gonna bring out Configurigus. There's no way he's not. There's no one else that he's really gonna bring in other than Configurigus. Let's be real here. There's nothing else he wants to bring in other than Configurigus. And Configurigus is gonna go straight for that Will-O-Wisp. Gonna go straight for that Will-O-Wisp. So young Coffee comes out. This thing that I despise with all my heart and soul. I hate this thing so much. We're gonna go straight out into Justine the Mismagius over here though. Now, if he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, it kind of sucks because, well, we're not going to OHKO with Shadow Ball. That's the problem. There's no way we're going to OHKO with Shadow Ball. Another one. Are you kidding me? What's up with this? Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Oh my god. Alright, well, looks like we're going to have to go in another intermission. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're back again. So after like 30 minutes of trying to get things back together, hopefully no more disconnects. I don't know whose side it's on. I think it's on his side because I was doing winner trades and other kinds of stuff today during my streams. Over here, so so he doesn't know what I do over here, and that's cool because, you know, I disconnected before anything else. But here's where he gets very risky because I think he's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm kind of fucked because I'm gonna die on the next turn. But there is a 44% chance that Shadow Ball will kill from Mismagius. I actually did the calc. I didn't think it was possible to OHKO it, and it is possible to OHKO it if he doesn't have any sort of defensive, well, especially defensive investment. So we're gonna go right out into Mismagius over here. And so we're going to see what this Configurigus wants to do. So this is the furthest we got in the battle. And we're only about 10 minutes in. Well, 15 minutes because the last battle was about 15, 20 minutes or so. Goes for the Shadow Ball. Okay, that kind of sucks. So he does go straight for the Shadow Ball. Really unfortunate. And over here, I got to go for my own Shadow Ball. That's definitely the move to go for. And he's either going to switch out and go into Bisharp. Well, actually, no, he's definitely, I don't think he's really going to stay in. I don't think there's really any point. I think he's just going to go straight into Credilli. I'm just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, though, and see how things roll. He's definitely not going to stay in. I don't think there's any sort of point to do that. It's unfortunate because I couldn't really bring up Mismagius at this point. It's going to die, and that really sucks. But not much I can really do at this point. I kind of just have to go with the flow and let him do whatever he wants. He can stay in, and, you know, yeah, no, he's going to stay. He's going to switch out. He's going to definitely go into Credilli over here. Credilli comes out. Really, it really sucks. Because this thing is such a wall and such a piece of shit, really. I freaking hate this thing so much. As then he gets some rocks up over here, which really sucks. Yeah. See the leftovers, they're pretty damn obvious. Okay, so at this point, I could have just doubled over there and, well, not really doubled. I could have just No, yeah, I mean doubled, yeah. It's tripled at that point. And we went on to Blueberry, and that's what I'm probably just going to do over here. There's really no reason to stay in, because he's going to just go for the nice little Stealth Rocks over here. I just got to go straight out to Blueberry over here and make some aggressive moves, some aggressive switches, because this is what we have to do. Now, I do really need Blueberry for later on. This is the thing that's going to come out clutch for me, but we're going to have to make this move over here. He's going to go for Curse. So, Curse. I'm very happy I made the switch out over here, but what the fuck is he going to do with Curse? I'm just going to go for the Drain Punch in case he stupidly stays in. Yeah, okay, he's going to switch out. Okay. I should have just gone for the Zen Headbutt because I already know Young Coffin's going to come in, but yeah, no, that sucks. This is really bad. Over here, I'm going to have to go back into Mega Venusaur. And he's definitely going to go for the Shadow Ball at this point. This is the move we have to do, though. Is you have to get some sort of momentum going. And I should have just gone for the Zen Headbutt over there, predicting the switch. But he was +1. I felt like maybe he would get kind of greedy and want to make some sort of stupid move. So he's leftovers and has Shadow Ball on this Cofagrigus. He's going to go for the Shadow Ball over here. We're going to be able to take that relatively well. He definitely has to have the Psychic. That's the thing. And he gets no social defense drop. That's awesome. We're going to go straight for the Sleep Powder over here. This is the move we have to make. You can go straight out into the Gastrodon, but there's no way he's going to do that. I'm going to go straight for the Sleep Powder. And we do hit it. Okay, that's perfect. Next turn, I have to go straight out into Miss Magius. Straight out into that thing. Now, here's the deal. What is he going to do over here? Is he just going to stay in until he wakes up? Or what is the possibility of what may happen? I think I have to just go straight into Miss Magius. He didn't get a Stealth Rocks up, which is actually pretty nice. But, yeah, we have no idea if this thing is leftovers or not, because we didn't even damage it yet. First turn wake up? No first turn wake up. So he does stay in. Okay, cool. At this point, I'm just going to go straight for another Shadow Ball. Thing is that I'm just going to keep on taking, like, Life Orb damage, which really sucks. But this is what we gotta do. At least this thing is asleep. That's important, but there's really going to be no way of killing it the next turn. I should have just switched right out into Medicham, but if he stays in for whatever reason, predicting me to switch out, like I did a few moments, he may do something else. He may just stay in and expect me to double. He will just switch out, though, making the safe play like he should. So he's going to run into Credildo. Okay. And we're just gonna take some. Okay, so he does get the special D drop. Yeah, so the leftovers honestly is gonna do some good for him. Okay. Now the special D drop's nice because I can go right out into Venusaur over here and put in some work. Because I will outspeed if he goes for another Curse or whatever. I think at this point he wants to go for Stealth Rocks, which would be the smartest of choices, I believe. He's going for the Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb. Okay. That is fine by me. I'm just going to go straight for the nice little Giga Drain over here to get some HP back. I don't know what he wants to go for at this point. He does not have Magmortar to come in, so which is really nice. He's probably just going to go right back into Cofagrigus, to be honest, though. Yeah, he's just going to go right into Cofagrigus. If I had the knockoff over here, that'd be really nice, but we decided Synthesis is more important, and we're gonna get some HP back. Yeah, we see his own leftovers, so we obviously he's gonna have that. Okay. So Curse and Seed Bomb. Okay. In my opinion, I just gotta stay in and go for another Giga Drain. We just gotta stall the stall. The thing with this thing is that it definitely does have the Pain Split. That's pretty obvious. He's gonna wake up, he's gonna go for the Calm Minds. Calm Minds Cofagrigus. Yeah, now I really wish I had the knockoff. So Shadow Ball and Calm Minds. Just just gonna go straight for the sleep powder though. There's really no reason not to just go straight for the sleep powder, to be honest. We are gonna land it. The solo stealth rocks on our side. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go straight out into Miss Magius over here. We can't really do anything else but just go straight into Miss Magius and put in some sort of effort to kill this thing. He's gonna stay asleep. And I gotta just go straight for another Shadow Ball. That's really all I can do. He's probably gonna try to cock to see if he can live a Shadow Ball, and he won't be able to live a Shadow Ball. Now here's the thing though, I'm basically trading, yeah, he's just gonna straight back in the Creedilly, but he was +1. This is another instance where he's just +1 and I really do not want to risk anything. Yeah, we're just at 6 HP now. A very strong 6 HP. Just, yeah. And he's still asleep. I kind of want to go straight into Mammothswine over here, but that'd be really stupid because he's probably just going to go for another Curse or Seed Bomb. So I'm just going to go straight out into Venusaur, and he's probably just going to switch right back on to Cofagrigus. But Cofagrigus is going down in health relatively quickly. Okay, so he's going to go for a cover over here. The Stall Warfare, man, the Stall Warfare. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. So, we see Curse, Seed Bomb, Recover. So I'm gonna go from the Giga Drain over here. He's gonna withdraw. He's gonna go right back into Cough. Okay, so he goes right back into Cough. He's definitely gonna go straight for the Pain Split, or he's gonna go straight for the Calm Mind yet again. If he goes for the Pain Split, then I definitely want to go right into Miss Magius. Yeah, it's the only thing I can really do. If he has Pain Split, then he's gonna use it right over here, and it's gonna do a lot to me. And I don't really want to deal with that at the moment, so we're gonna go right back into Miss Magius. Still asleep, woke up, Pain Split, perfect. So we're gonna get some HP back over here. Not a lot, but it's actually no, that's a lot. That's good. That is really nice, and I feel like Giga Drain the next turn will kill this thing. So we can go straight out and go for another Shadow Ball, or we can go for a nice little Will-O-Wisp. Part of me wants to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp, unless he wants this thing to go down already. But I'm gonna go straight for the Will-O-Wisp over here. Actually, no. We can make the double. I feel like making the double is gonna be nice. Gotta make the double and a Medicham possibly. Just predicting that Creedilly to come back out, but Creedilly's at full health. That's the problem. I'm gonna go straight for the Will-O-Wisp over here. Will-O-Wisp is important. Oh, he stays in. He stays in. Please go for the Calm Minds. Psychic. That sucks. Should've just Shadow Balled again. Well, that was just a good play by Luke. I overpredicted. We are gonna get a free switch in into Mammothswine over here. And that's what I've been wanting to try to get for a while. It's free switch into Mammothswine to get a free shot of Earthquake. And seeing as though we're definitely faster than this freaking mummy shit, we're definitely gonna get a free hit on anything, unless he just wants to side this thing off. And he wants to side this thing off, that's completely fine. He will side this thing off. So Mammothswine kills Cofagrigus with Earthquake. We're not looking good though. We don't have Miss Magius anymore, which is hella fast, and that just makes us look worse and worse. Okay, so here comes Medicham. Now this is where we can use Ice Shard. Now I'm hoping for no disconnects over here. I just want to make sure I know how much this will even do to Medicham. Well, we have about 80 seconds. Maybe that's enough time. I really I feel like we're not we're not gonna be able to. Yeah, this is where we have to make really tough plays, man. This is where we have to make really tough plays. This is so unfortunate, man. All right, so Coffergigas is dead. Because he can just go straight for the thing. Seeing as how much HP he has, I think it's a roll to kill this thing with Ice Shard. He may just go for the sub. Oh man. Alright. I think we're gonna try to go for the Ice Shell over here. Or maybe I should just switch out because predicting the yeah, I'm gonna switch out. No, I'm going for the Ice Shard. We're going YOLO, man. We're going YOLO, full out YOLO. Will this kill? It doesn't kill. And Drain Punch. I should have just switched. Because I feared the. I fear the sub. Why did I do that? Oh my goodness, why did I do that? I just threw the game away, basically. I threw the game away right over there. We're gonna go for the Zen Headbutt. Yeah, he's just gonna switch back. He's just gonna switch right into. Yeah. Oh, never mind. He goes right into this thing. I guess he wants the free switch in. Zen Headbutt hits. Yeah, it's gonna do enough to where his next Zen Headbutt will kill. He probably wanted to see what I'm gonna go with, and he's probably just gonna go straight out into. We should not lock ourselves in right now. We cannot lock ourselves in. We cannot give him any sort of momentum. I'm gonna go straight into Venusaur. We cannot be locked into Zen Headbutt. We cannot. I cannot let that happen. Yeah, he's gonna double out right into Bisharp. Cool. I cannot have let that happen. Edgy comes out. So Edgy comes out over here. And I think I just go straight for the EQ, to be honest. Because he can be holding Lum. And EQ won't kill, that's the problem. Now it's between EQ and Sleep Powder. And yeah, it's just not a good matchup over here. And we're not gonna outspeed more than likely. If we do outspeed, I'm just gonna use Sleep Powder in the next turn, seeing if he has it or not. He's gonna triple out. He's gonna triple out over here. He's gonna go back to the Sluggers. So he wants to see what we're gonna go for over here. He's probably predicting the Sleep Powder. And with that being said, he may not be Lum. He may not be Lum because he made that move. Or maybe he's trying to bluff it over here. So Venusaur kills Gastrodon with Earthquake. Now here comes the Zen Headbutt. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're not gonna live this. That's the thing. Oh boy. I'm just glad that we didn't get any other disconnections. But man, if that Ice Shard were to kill, or if I were to make the switch out into Medicham and not let freaking Mamoswine die like that. If I had just gotten to Arcanine the first turn of the battle, like that would have just been the game changer. I'm making too many misplays and gutsy plays. I'm just trying to get momentum. Okay, so yeah, this is where we have to hope for a headbutt miss or that we survive miraculously. If he's adamant, Oloko me. If it's not adamant, then I will survive, possibly. Now, I'm not sure if I will survive or not, but if he misses, it's huge. He does land it, though. And if I die, then, yeah, he's adamant. He's adamant. And if he lands the next one, then it's game over. I should have just gone for the... Nah, sleep pattern would not matter. Alright, well, GG to you, Luke. That was well played, my friend. Well played, and, yeah, if he misses over here, I still have a chance, but not much, because Mega Venusaur really can't do anything. Unfortunately, looking at his team and what he has left, yeah, he's just going to go for some headbutt. That's going to kill me, and that should be game over. So GG to you, Luke, on a 3-0 victory. And that's basically going to put the dagger in our season, I feel like, because now we're 500. And the schedule just pretty much caught up to us. I really should have just gone straight into Arcanine, and I should have just I should have just went straight into Medicham the second I could, because that Medicham was close to dying. Anyways, it was like in yellow health, and yeah, that I should have just done that earlier and whatnot. But GG to you though, Luke. Please guys go check out the TheBeastPokeBaller channel, and he's awesome, and like I said, this is a very situational battle that I would have only won if I had the chance to win. You know, if I had the chance to make certain moves, certain hacks to come my way, etc., etc., etc. And I'm just kind of rambling at this point, so yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys a little later. Peace out, and thank you so much for watching. My name is GalacticElliot, and your Chiago Cubchoos are pooping it down a little bit, but we still have a chance if we can win the rest of our battles. Of course, we have to win the wild card, and that's the issue. Winning the wild card is what we're gonna have to do, and we'll see how things roll. So yeah, see you guys later, and hopefully you have some better luck, and I would say just better matchup next time. Really, I've had some bad matchups this whole entire season against Vump, against Chris, against Luke, and then against Grisel. I just kind of got unlucky with certain plays that just, you know, RNG just kind of says screw your face. So yeah. Anyway, see you guys later, and peace out.